Okay. Hi, I'm Dara. I'll be your occupational therapist today. So I'm going to be asking you some questions about a time that you've experienced pain. Okay. So can you describe what happened when you were in pain?
A few years ago, I threw my back out.
Mhm.
It was pretty bad. I had to go to physical therapy for a couple months,
Mhm.
and I've made a full recovery since then.
Okay. So where was the pain located in that time?
Slightly above my sciatica, so lower back.
Mhm. Okay. And then you said you threw your back out. So what exactly were you doing when that happened?
I was playing basketball.
Okay, gotcha. And then can you describe how the pain felt during that time?
It was pretty bad. More so, I was unable to feel my foot,
Hmm.
so my whole leg went numb, which is a
Okay.
little bit more scary, but it hurt definitely.
Hmm. Okay. And how would you describe the pain?
On a scale of like 1 to 10,
Like
or
hot, sharp, burning, stabbing? Any adjectives that you want to use?
maybe radiating. It
Mhm.
it it really hurt.
Okay. Well, that brings us to our next question. How
Okay.
far did the pain extend? So you said you felt numb down your leg. Was
hmm
there any pain up your back or down your other leg?
No, but it shot down both my legs, and it hurt
Okay.
pretty bad.
Okay. Was there anything that made the pain better during that time?
Whiskey. No, I'm kidding. I was prescribed a few different medicines, but the most helpful thing was physical therapy.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
How long did the pain last?
about 2.5 to 3 months.
Hmm. Okay. Was there anything during that time that made it worse?
Not stretching,
Not
so
stretching.
not doing the physical therapy
Okay.
made it much worse.
What about like lifting things?
For the most part, I tried to avoid lifting things just because
Hmm.
I didn't want to prolong the injury,
Hmm.
so I kind of avoided stuff like that.
Okay. And then lastly, I have a faces pain scale. So it has different faces to describe the level of pain from 0 to 10, 0 being no pain and 10 being the absolute worst pain. So if you had to pick a face to describe your pain at its worst, which face would you pick?
Probably an 8.
An 8
It
hurts
hurt.
a whole lot.
It hurt pretty bad.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you, Ms. Newhart.
Hi, Pam. My name is Dara, and I'll be your occupational therapist today. And we're just going to be assessing some pain that you've had recently. So, can you describe where the pain occurred?
In my shoulder.
In your shoulder? You're
Mhm.
pointing to your left shoulder?
Yes.
Okay. Is it just in your left shoulder? No pain in your right shoulder?
Nope.
Okay. And what happened when you experienced pain? Was there any cause of the pain?
Yes. We were doing landscaping and I twisted my shoulder in the wrong way and injured a tendon
Mm-hmm.
in it.
Okay.
And then subsequently got frozen shoulder.
Okay. So, was the pain, it came on suddenly when that happened?
Yes.
Okay. And then how would you describe the pain?
Intense.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't move my arm without being in pain. I couldn't lift it at all. Sleeping was very difficult because it was very painful. Anybody touching me, touching my shoulder at all was
Mm-hmm.
painful.
Okay. Are there any other adjectives you would use? You said intense pain.
Uh, Sharp pain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to describe it, but
That's okay.
just serious pain.
Okay. And was there pain anywhere else in relation to that injury?
Not really. It was basically my whole shoulder
Mm-hmm.
right here and maybe a little down the arm, but that's it.
Okay. Gotcha. And is there anything that makes the pain better or anything that helped when you first experienced the injury?
There, painkillers did a little to help, but not a significant amount, and it was basically just time,
Mm-hmm.
letting the tendons heal.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Did you use any ice or heat?
Yes, did ice, uh, had physical therapy and did ice in that.
And how long did the pain last after the injury occurred?
Several months. I would say maybe 4, 5 months was the more intense pain, and then after that, I still didn't have range of motion in my shoulder, but it wasn't as painful at all.
Okay, gotcha. Is there anything that makes the pain worse, or anything that made the pain worse when the injury happened?
Movement.
Movement.
Mhm.
Okay. Anything else like pain when you wake up in the morning, or pain when you go to bed at night, or when you have it in a certain position for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, sleeping was difficult because every time I moved in bed, and I could only sleep on one side, couldn't sleep on the other. Every time I moved in bed, it was painful. So,
Okay, gotcha. And then lastly, I have the numerical pain rating scale. So it just asks you to rate your pain on a scale from 0 to 10. So at its worst, what number would you choose to rate your pain?
8,
An 8? Okay.
8.5.
8.5? Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for letting me interview you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Delaney. My name is Dara, and I'll be your occupational therapist. I'm going to be assessing some pain that you've had recently and just talking to you about what that pain was like for you. Okay? So, can you describe where the pain was located?
So I had a headache, and it was mainly in the front of my forehead, just the front central part.
Okay. And what happened that caused the headache?
I think it was either stress or hormone related, but it wasn't a physical thing that happened.
Okay. And can you describe what the pain felt like?
It was just like a dull, throbbing pain. So if I was active or if I like leaned my head one way, I could feel my heartbeat. But just standing up, it was more of a dull pain.
Okay. And you said the pain was located in the front of your head mostly.
Yep.
Was there any other areas of your body that you experienced pain during that time?
I would say maybe a little bit behind my eyes, but everything was above my nose.
Okay. Was there anything that helped you to deal with that pain or anything that made the pain better for you?
I just took pain relievers and I lied down, so maybe like the relieving some pressure helped, but mainly taking Aleve.
Rest and painkillers. Okay. How long did the headache last for?
I would say I felt it and I took the pain relievers and it lasted maybe an hour after that, so probably like 2 hours total.
Okay. And do you get headaches often?
Nope.
No? So this was kind of a rare occurrence for you?
hmm
Okay. Is there anything that makes your headaches worse or makes you more likely to get headaches?
I don't know if anything makes me more likely. Maybe like if there was more stress, like if I'm really busy with work or something, then I might get them, but I haven't paid enough attention to that.
Okay. So maybe times of stress. Okay. And then lastly, I'm going to ask you to rate your pain. So I have a pain rating scale with faces. So the scale goes from 0, which is no hurt, to 10, which is hurts the worst. So if you had to select a face that represented your pain at its worst during the headache, which face would you select?
At its worst, I would say the 4 hurts a little more.
It's a little more. Okay, so the 4 face. Okay, well, thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Dara. I'll be your occupational therapist. So we are just going to be talking about some pain that you've experienced and assessing different aspects of the pain. Okay. So can you describe a little bit about what happened with the pain? What kind of pain were you in?
I lifted too much and my elbows made popping noises inside.
Okay. So where was the pain located when that happened?
In the inside of my elbows, right here on both sides.
Both elbows?
Both elbows.
Okay, gotcha. And so what was happening when that injury occurred? You said you lifted too much weight?
I was trying to roll a big log when I was cutting firewood.
Okay. All right. And can you describe the pain when that happened?
There was a popping noise on both sides almost simultaneously. Then there was not much pain until about a minute later. Then there was a moderate amount of pain.
Okay. And could you describe like what the pain felt like?
Pain.
Was it severe pain, mild pain,
It was moderate.
sharp pain?
Moderate to severe initially.
Okay.
Couldn't bend my arms.
Like burning, stinging,
Stinging
hot? Okay.
and hot.
Okay. And then was there pain anywhere else when that happened, or was it just in your elbows?
Just in my elbows.
Okay, so not anywhere down the arms. Okay. And then what made it better when that happened? Was there anything that helped the pain?
And I came home with the ice on it, and then I went to see the doctor.
Okay.
And it checked. Ice helped a little bit. Aspirin helped. It was just time.
Okay. And then how long did the pain last for?
Still in one arm. Here we are. 11 months later. If I lift too much, I still feel it in one arm.
Okay. Is that pain, is it ongoing or just when you lift too much?
Just not lift or use it too much.
Okay. Is there anything else that brings the pain back or makes it worse?
No.
No? Okay. And then lastly, I have a pain scale. So it's asking you to rate your pain from 0 to 10 at its worst. So what number would you select to rate your pain at its worst?
Initially, it was like a 7.
A 7?
And now it works between 1 and 3.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Thank you for letting me interview you.
You're welcome anytime.